Hey guys, V8's back with another video review. Up for review today we have an older release that was released by a company called Marmit back in the early 2000s, and this is basically an 18-inch fully diecast figure of the popular Grendizer franchise from the Middle East. The franchise is also known as Goldorak in other parts of the world. Let's start by looking at the box. The box is pretty colorful and features the character in different poses from the front and the sides. The back is plain, as you can see. It's a shoebox style box, for the lack of a better name. Basically, you can remove the top and you can see the figure inside. The box also comes with a white slip-on cover that's pretty basic, but it protects the packaging inside. Let's start this review by looking at what comes in the box. The box comes with the main figure and a small 4-inch figure, as we can see. Both are fully die-cast, and the first thing that hits you once you open up the figure is the sheer weight. The figure is labeled to be 4 kg, and boy does it feel like it. Now, I'm a huge fan of Grendizer, as it was one of my favorite robots growing up, and I wish we had access to such awesome stuff when we were kids. So before we review the main figure, let's review the small figure that comes with it. It's basically more or less the same figure, but it's colored in a different scheme. It's more of a black and gold scheme. I've never seen this scheme on any of the episodes during the anime, but it's a nice change nonetheless, and shows you that the main character can look good in other color schemes. Before I move on to the main figure, you might have noticed that I've displayed the figure with 5 mini saucers. Now, these don't come with the figure, and they're actually custom pieces made by a local manufacturer over here. They scale really well with the figure, and if you're really interested, hit me up in the comments below and I'll tell you how to get a couple of them to look great in your display. Now we move on to the main figure, and the main figure is truly a sight to behold. Like I said, the minute you open it up from the packaging, the sheer size and the sheen of diecast hits you immediately. Again, this is an 18-inch figure that's fully made of metal, and it clocks in at about 4 kg, so it's truly a sight to behold. There is some articulation in the arms, but to be honest, this is not a figure that you want to mess around with because of the cost. The figure goes for about $750 right now on eBay, so it's not cheap. But if you're a fan of Grendizer, this is one of the figures that you really must add to your collection. I cannot emphasize enough on how really cool this figure looks. Not much in terms of articulation, as I said. The color scheme emulates the color scheme of the anime. Now, I've been told that in the manga, the figure does have a different color scheme, and I've seen that in some of the figures that were released by HL Pro. But in the Middle East, we never got the manga, and whatever versions of comics that we got were based on the anime that was dubbed in Arabic, so the color scheme was the same whenever it was colored. So this is the color scheme I know and I grew up with, and I'm fine with that. The only issue I find with the figure that I don't understand is these metal screw holes that are on the back. I'm sure they could have got away with a different look, but seeing that this figure is almost 15 years old, I can forgive it, and it's aged really well. So that's the only flaw I could see. Otherwise, perfect in every sense of the word. What is the final verdict? If you're a Grendizer fan, if you're a Solo Jokugen fan, this is the figure to get. There is nothing that's better than this. That's why I've rated this a perfect S. I might be biased, I'm a huge fan of Grendizer, but that's my rating for it. So if you can, really get it. To wrap up, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate if you'd like, share, comment and subscribe. I really welcome feedback, and I'm always looking for ways to improve my videos. Until I see you next time, this is V8 tuning out.